Good evening. Thank you.
A pleasure to see you.
And you.
I took the elevator down to the tower's underground parking garage. My mission vehicle was already waiting for me. A few minutes later, I pulled out into New York traffic when an explosion tore through the night. The IGWT tower had just been hit. I instinctively looked up, and what I saw felt unreal. A man wearing a high-tech leopard armor had just burst through the shattered glass windows of the tower. He was falling down the side of the building, claws dug into the glass, slowing his descent like some wild beast. "What the hell is happening?" I shouted. Billy's voice immediately crackled through my earpiece. "We're under attack. I think it's the leopard men." I tightened my grip on the wheel. So, they really exist. But what are they after? Remember the steel briefcase the eraser was carrying? Apparently, it contained something they wanted. What object? According to the last security footage before the explosion, a strange white stone, crystalline. My heart skipped a beat. A white stone? Yes, and I think the eraser recovered it from the Desert Serpent's bunker. I accelerated immediately. In the distance, the leopard warrior was leaping at inhuman speed between cars and metal highway structures. So that was his real mission, I muttered. While we were busy eliminating Usaman, Thompson had given the eraser a second operation on the side. What about the rest of the team? The eraser is down. The leopard warrior neutralized him before taking the object. His firearms were useless. The target moved way too fast. I kept my eyes fixed on the road. And the general? No news. He was probably evacuated. Then Billy added grimly, "The tower guards didn't stand a chance against the leopard man's elite warrior." I exhaled slowly. Beaumaye. John is behind you on the highway with his motorcycle. Virginia and Alvarado were already outside the building when it happened. I'll try to contact them. The leopard warrior was already too far away. There was no way I could catch him. But at that exact moment, a biker sped past me. He slightly turned his head toward me, just enough for me to recognize him. The prophet. It was him. He wanted me to see him. As if he was deliberately trying to get my attention. From that moment on, he became my priority target. But deep inside, everything was starting to blur together. The Mobwe, the Double Dragons clan, the Leopard Men, the White Stone. Everything was connected, and none of it was coincidence. I went after him. We crossed the city toward Port Newark, Elizabeth. Finally, in an isolated industrial section of the harbor, he stopped. I stepped out of the vehicle and aimed my weapon at him. An electric pulse gun, non-lethal, but powerful enough to instantly incapacitate someone. The prophet didn't move, not a trace of fear in his eyes. I kept my distance. The prophet, I presume. He smiled. Murphy Makasi Lukeni. His voice was calm, almost friendly. What do you want from me? You're actively wanted by the US government. He glanced around. You're in a dead zone, no network coverage. My jammer will only stay active for a few minutes. Then he added confidently, after that, you let me leave. I frowned. Why would I do that? A faint smile crossed his face. Because I doubt you're capable of stopping me. I slightly raised my weapon. We can test that. No time. His expression hardened. The leopard warrior is still keeping them occupied. My window is short. You work with them? No, but their initiatory order desperately wanted the mineral held by the desert serpent. He shrugged. So I offered them a deal. I remained silent. I knew that the moment my presence was detected on American soil, dear General Thompson would retreat into his glass tower with all his artifacts. A slight smile. And thanks to a young prodigy recently recruited by Ingeta Kin, we hacked Billy Jackson's network. My muscles tightened. We followed your mission in real time. A silence. I'm here because of a woman. A woman? Mama Wolo. His tone shifted slightly, deeper, almost mystical. An old African woman, strange, dangerous. He paused. She asked me to deliver a message to you. The wind howled between the shipping containers. You must recover the Yondo Musangwedi and return it to its ancestral land. I blinked. The what? The Yondo Musangwedi, the heir's ring. Then he continued. An ancient African relic. It is currently in China, in Yunnan province. He stared intensely at me. That is your mission. I let out a nervous laugh. And why the hell would I travel across the world searching for an African artifact when I could simply arrest you right now? The prophet burst into laughter. Because you are the dragon. I froze. What? You're the one I've been looking for all along. The dragon? What are you talking about? He smiled. You'll understand when the time comes. Then he added, Thompson told you I was insane, didn't he? I didn't answer. I know you met the desert serpent, and I know that encounter shattered everything you believed in. Before your team, there was mine. My gaze hardened. The Eraser was part of that first generation. His voice turned cold. His former codename was Black Sun. The prophet slowly shook his head. That man is a psychopath. War is his drug. I felt my stomach tighten. Thompson probably hid that from you too. Then he asked, do you know how the Eraser lost his face? I remained silent. The prophet stared into the distance. It happened in Benin. His voice sounded haunted by old memories. Back then, several African leaders were secretly preparing an alliance for the future of the continent. Names flashed through my mind. Sankara, Rawlings, Mugabe, Aplogan. Our mission was to kill them all. A chill ran through my body. But the president of Benin had created an elite unit of female warriors, the Mino. The prophet smiled bitterly. They captured Black Sun. He lowered his eyes slightly. They disfigured him. Silence fell again. In fact, the only person we managed to reach that day was the president, Aplogan. When the minnow captured my teammate, he had no chance. They were furious and wanted revenge for that insult. I never knew by what miracle he managed to escape from Benin. Later, General Thompson brought him back on his feet after a mysterious operation, but he was no longer the same man. Since then, he has worn a faceless mask beneath his pale, ghostly skin. After President Aplogan's death, his successor, President Kemi Seba, expanded the minnow program throughout the entire country, a vast humanitarian initiative dedicated to the defense of black rights. After that, he was never the same man. Then he slowly raised his head toward me. "Murphy, we are the villains in this story." His words hit me hard. "Do you really think your mother, a former Black Panther, would be proud to see you working for those people?" I pointed my weapon at him. "Leave my family out of this." He sighed, then discreetly pointed toward the harbor docks. "A ship is waiting for you." I followed his gaze. The Hai Long, the Sea Dragon. He put his helmet back on. "Your papers are ready. Board that ship, go to China, and bring the Yondo Musangwedi back to the land of your ancestors." Then he started his motorcycle, and I let him go. A few seconds later, John arrived at the scene. "Who was that?" I turned toward him. "John, I need a favor." "What kind of favor?" I took a breath. "I'm going to disappear for a while." His face changed instantly. "Murphy, what the hell are you talking about?" "Watch over my niece. Keep your niece away from the CIA." "You're scaring me." I lowered my eyes. "Keep her away from General Thompson." "Murphy, trust me. And above all, don't try to find me." John shook his head. "What am I supposed to tell the general?" "Tell him I'm missing." "You really think they'll buy that? You're a ghost." I whispered, "I'm sorry, John." And I fired. The electric pulse threw him to the ground, unconscious. I took his motorcycle. Then I headed toward the harbor, toward the Sea Dragon. Deep inside me, 1,000 questions were still screaming. But only one thing mattered now: boarding the Hai Long.
We move like shadows through the gate, hands full of names they tried to erase. Brick by brick, we learn the route. Every locked door got a weakness too. They train their fear on our skin and breath, but we still ride our way through death. No flag above can hold this night when the ones below decide to rise. Hear that knock, it's not the wall, it's a million boots down the hall. Hear that code, it's in the air. You can try to hide it there. We are the ghost in the wire. We are the spark in the wire. No chain can keep us quiet. No fear can keep us quiet. We rise tonight. We rise tonight. In the market, in the mine, in the prison line, we pass the sign. One for you and one for me. Same old dust, same old sea. They take our breath, they take our names. Still our fists remember flames. We learn the maps under the floor. Now every heartbeat opens doors. Hear that knock, it's not the wall, it's a million boots down the hall. Hear that code, it's in the air. You can try to hide it there. We are rain. If they burn the field, we plan again. From the back room to the square, we already there. Look in my eyes, you know the sign. This freedom moves in sync.